Max Verstappen roared to the win while McLaren's strategy and dominance collapsed. And Lewis Hamilton? He just delivered his best Ferrari result of the season. The Imola GP changed everything, and now Monaco's around the corner with a massive twist brewing. McLaren's 279-point lead is shrinking. Verstappen's only 22 points behind. Hamilton's back in the race, and the FIA's rule changes could shake up the title fight. So, can Verstappen maintain his dominance? Will Mercedes come back stronger? And what will Hamilton be eyeing in Monaco? Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's break down the wildest triple threat of the season. Max Verstappen stole the show from Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris and was locked in for the win, right from lights out. Starting P2, he launched an aggressive move around the outside of Oscar Piastri into Tamburello, snatching the lead and never letting go. That overtake? It wasn't just bold, it proved to be the result decided. While Piastri faded into traffic after an early stop, Verstappen stayed out, keeping clean air and control. Verstappen went into the pits with almost no time lost and came back out on track with a huge 20-second lead. From there, even a full safety car on lap 46 couldn't shake him. Verstappen nailed the restart and coasted to his second win of the season, fourth straight at Imola, and Red Bull's 400th Grand Prix. Behind him, Norris and Piastri scrambled for a second, but Max, calm and unbeatable. He said after the race, "It all went so fast. I was quite far back, and at the time before the braking, I was basically P3, but I was on the normal braking line. I had to come from far, and as soon as I braked late, came off the brakes, I felt, okay, there might be a move on. So I just carried the speed in. Luckily, it was sticking. It is not an easy move to make, but everything went well and the grip was there." That's how Verstappen stopped McLaren's strong run. But did McLaren break under the pressure? Let's talk about it. McLaren came to Imola on a 3-race win streak. But on Sunday, their usual strength wavered. Oscar Piastri started from the pole and had the speed. But his early pit stop on lap 14, an attempt to gain time, went wrong. Instead of passing Verstappen, he got stuck in slower cars, losing time and places. Meanwhile, Lando Norris waited longer, staying out until lap 29, but then Esteban Ocon's virtual safety car gave Verstappen a nearly free pit stop. By the time both McLarens were back in rhythm, but Verstappen was long gone. Then came a late safety car. Norris pitted for fresh rubber, Piastri stayed out. That led to Norris flying past his teammate in a tense but clean scrap for P2. Piastri limped home third, grip fading, lead shrinking. In the end, they still landed double podiums. Norris even said, "We just couldn't keep up." So while Red Bull settled, McLaren got shaky and now the pressure's building fast and someone else just stepped up in a big way. Lewis Hamilton was least expected to be in the mix. He started 12th, had a car that looked shaky all weekend, and had just unfollowed his own team on Instagram. Starting on the durable hard tires, Hamilton planned for a long race stint. As others pitted early and got stuck in traffic, he moved up steadily. The 2 safety car phases came at the perfect time, letting him bolt past both Charles Leclerc and Alex Albon in the final laps. He crossed the line P4, his best finish of the season, and just 2 seconds shy of the podium. The radio message afterwards said it all. That was for the Tifosi. Hamilton's bond with Ferrari felt different this time. He raced with pure heart and pure focus, and the first real sign that he's gelling with the SF25. From 6th in the driver's standings, he now closes in on Leclerc and George Russell. Ferrari got a much-needed boost from Hamilton. Now, they'll need even more going into Monaco. Because the next big challenge? Strategy. Imola reminded everyone why F1 isn't just about who's fastest, it's about who's got the best plan. This track is narrow, passing cars is very hard, and when the cars are so close in speed, smart plans win over raw power. We saw the usual pit stop drama. McLaren tried to get ahead with Piastri, stopping early to jump ahead of Verstappen. But Oscar came out into traffic and ruined his tires. Meanwhile, Verstappen stayed calm. Then, out of nowhere, Ocon's Haas caused a virtual safety car.
Requires a full safety car.
Max pitted and came out with a huge 20-second lead. In the end, strategy won. And it wasn't just at the front. Albon held off Leclerc and finished P5 for Williams thanks to perfect timing. Hamilton, starting on hards, turned what looked like a conservative call into a position-gaining masterclass. Even Hajar and Tsunoda used smart stops to sneak into the points. Imola proved again. When overtaking's off the table, pit walls become the real battlefield. One bad call, you're toast. One smart move, you're in the points. But among all this, FIA lands with new rules. Here's where things get interesting. Starting at the Spanish GP, the FIA is enforcing stricter flexi-wing rules, and everyone thinks McLaren might be the target. All season, McLaren has looked unbeatable on tire management and brake cooling. But at Imola, their edge disappeared. Verstappen handled tire wear better, especially in the second stint. The timing? Suspiciously close to the FIA's latest technical directives on wheel bodywork and brake components, especially after reports surfaced that some teams were pushing the gray areas. McLaren insists they didn't change anything, but Red Bull sensed it earlier and capitalized. Now, the question shifts to Monaco. The streets of Monte Carlo expose every weakness. Cars that don't handle curbs, traction, or precision are punished. If the new FIA rules really do clamp down on McLaren's magic formula, they could struggle again. Meanwhile, Red Bull and Ferrari both looked sharper on mechanical grip. And remember, the Spanish GP also brings front-wing changes. So if anyone found a clever way around the rules, they must watch out for FIA. Heading into Monaco, the title fight is officially a three-way war. Oscar Piastri still leads with 146 points, but he's coming off a frustrating Imola. Lando Norris is now just 13 points behind after grabbing second place. And Max Verstappen? He's only 22 points off the top with 124. His momentum is real. Behind them, Hamilton is climbing, now 6th in the driver's standings, just behind his Ferrari teammate, Charles Leclerc. Mercedes is still nowhere near a fight, with Antonelli's DNF leaving Russell to clean up in P7. In the constructors' battle, McLaren sits on 279 points, 132 clear of Mercedes. Red Bull's win clawed back some ground, but they'll need consistency, especially if Tsunoda keeps lagging. Ferrari, still searching for a breakthrough win? If McLaren stumbles again, the standings could tighten even further. If Verstappen wins, he's almost level. If Hamilton pulls off the upset, well, then we've got a real triple threat for 2025. Let's see who survives the streets of Monte Carlo. So, we just explored how Verstappen struck early and never looked back, and how McLaren's perfect run surprisingly cracked under pressure. Hamilton roared back into the top 4, and behind it all, the FIA's rulebook may have quietly shifted the power balance. The title fight is very much on. Monaco is loading, a tight track with zero room for error. Can Piastri recover on the most unforgiving track in F1? Can Verstappen take the lead next weekend? Or will Hamilton hold the line? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe button and stay tuned.